What's up guys, it's Clump, and before today's video starts, I'd like to say that I finally got a supported creator code. Now I know lots of people have codes and there's no main reason to use anyone's besides who you like the most, but why I want you to use mine is because I don't have customs yet and I'd really like to have them for you guys and the community. So make sure you use my code CLUMPYT in the item shop. And if you do, send me a picture on Twitter or Instagram and I can follow you or we can just talk. Now with that said, let's get right into the video.
Needless to say, I keep a check. She was a bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck.
Today's video is going to be more about tips and tricks you can use in combat involving your shotgun, building, editing, and much more to outplay your opponents. Now, unlike my other videos, which are mainly strategy, these are specific tips that you can use and try out on people and practice. This first trick is for whenever in close quarters combat, and it's that you can shoot players through walls if their gun is sticking out. This is incredibly OP and works with every weapon, so anytime your opponent has a gun sticking out, shoot at it and it'll do damage, giving you an instant health advantage. These next few tips are the most effective ways for combat in turtles. I've showed previous ways to get into turtles, but this is the most effective method. Simply just hit 3 different pieces all to one shot. This works especially well with wood, and then just replace any one you want, as they can't predict all 3. You should also do this while on top of a ramp in case they decide to edit out and go for high ground, or decide to open up and edit and shoot you, as you can stay protected. If you are ever inside a box and getting wall replaced, you can open up and edit while your opponent is pickaxing and get a free shot. If you open up part of the wall that they're pickaxing, they get stuck in their pickaxe animation. This could be shown better than it is here, but the best edit to get your opponents in this animation is to open the bottom 4 left or right corners of the wall, as it exposes most of the wall surface. If players are being slightly less aggressive in wall replacing, you can fake them out by going out the side and placing a ramp, acting as if you're going for height, and then editing the wall you already have. As you see here, the wall is broken, but normally this wouldn't happen, as the player would contest height rather than continuing to break into the wall. Here's an extremely useful edit you can use to get easy shots on your opponents. This by opening up any wall that would expose you, and then quickly resetting it. Your opponent is baited to shoot, and you can easily shoot them back as their pump has recently gone off. As you see here, I'm jumping wall, opening the top layer which exposes me, but I reset that fast enough to where they break the wall and I shoot them. This also works with windows, as most players will instantly shoot if you expose yourself, and bottom 3 corner layers. This next tip is a way to hit more consistent high damage pump shots, even if you have to sacrifice a bit of damage. Most players aim for the head. However, if you miss pellets, you'll hit low damage pumps, which infuriates players. However, if you aim for the neck and maybe part of the head, you'll hit more consistent pumps. With this method, you'll consistently hit 100+ damage pumps, while by just aiming for the head, you may hit 1 pumps, but you also hit low damage pumps. This also works from long range, as aiming for the head gives you literally the same damage as aiming for the neck, and you may also miss pellets and do lower damage than if aiming for the neck. This next tip is more of a strategy, but too many players get under this bad habit. What I'm talking about is players not using the meta. Too many players are comfortable with a pump, SMG, AR, and heals, but there are much better items you can use with your inventory space. Right now, and especially in scrims, items like stinks, boogie bombs, and miniguns are incredibly overpowered, but people will still take dynamite, clingers, and SMGs over them. Even if you're not used to it, you have to get comfortable with more powerful items, even if they're harder to use. With the current state of Bloom in Fortnite, infantry rifles are also better than ARs, unless they have something like a SCAR. In addition, flint knocks are more powerful than redeploy, especially when playing in PC and console scrims. Ballers are more powerful than Rift Goes. Ballers are actually probably the most powerful thing in the game. If I'm playing pop-up, I'm literally landing on a baller as my first thing no matter what. I don't care if I have a gun, heals, or anything else, I need a baller. A simple thing you can do is just start running pump AR so you can carry more utility, pick up things like infantry rifles over AR and pubs to practice with them, and just use flint knocks over redeploy. After that, you just have to try to discover what's good and get used to it, and then you'll be able to use it and dominate against good players. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. If you could, just drop a like. The only way you can really support me is by using my support creator code, or just dropping a like on the video. Remember that if you do use it, you can just hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll drop a follow or reply. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys next time.